Hallo und willkommen zu Lone Star. Wir spielen Agatha Christie, Murder on the Orient Express.
Oh no!
Katze ist auf dem Balkon. Sorry, dass ich das jetzt hier angemerkt habe, aber es war irgendwie auffällig.
That night, I swore to find the monster who killed that child.
Orient Express, December the 17th, 2023.
Ratchet on train saw me? How? Daisy.
She was awake?
Then she collapsed again.
I take the responsibility. She was weaker than I realized.
Oh.
Lie still while I examine you. Pupils dilated?
I'm all right.
You are far from all right. You have been heavily sedated. Your pulse is very weak.
I have to finish my story. Ratchet can't escape again. Can't escape.
Have no fear of that, mademoiselle. Ratchet will not escape.
We must hear her story.
This woman needs rest. I will let you know when she is recovered enough to continue. But I warn you, it will be some time.
I understand, Doctor. Thank you.
I have completed my preliminary examination of the deceased. I think that it will interest you.
Indeed it will. And I have other witnesses to interrogate. You are right. Let's not put this poor woman in danger. There will be plenty of time for her to finish her story when she has recovered. By all means, tell me the results of your examination.
Also, sie ist auch American. 32. Police detective.
That was easy. Can you estimate the time of death?
Rigor mortis was advanced, but not complete. I estimate the death occurred between midnight and 2 in the morning.
That tallies with the witness statements I've collected so far.
Cause of death? Selbstmord.
What is the cause of death?
Multiple stab wounds to the upper torso. It's odd there are no signs of a struggle. That might indicate one of the first wounds was enough to kill him.
It seems that Monsieur Ratchet had taken sleeping pills during the night.
Ah, that would explain the lack of defensive wounds.
Mr. McQueen and Mr. Masterman told me that Monsieur Ratchet didn't smoke. Can you confirm this?
I can't say without a more extensive post-mortem.
What can you tell me about the stab wounds?
I counted 12 in all. 1 or 2 are so slight as to be practically scratches. On the other hand, at least 3 would be capable of causing death. The angle of the wounds is instructive. Most appear to have been struck by a right-handed person. But you see, this one, under the right armpit, it's not a deadly blow given the depth, but a right-hander couldn't have done it. It was most certainly struck with the left hand.
So, our murderer is left-handed. No, it is more difficult than that, is it not?
As you say, Mr. Poirot, some of these other blows are just as obviously right-handed.
The body has been moved. Das wäre ganz schön kompliziert.
Do we have a first and second murderer, as the great Shakespeare would put it? The first murderer stabs his victim and exits left, turning off the light. Then a second murderer comes in the dark, does not see his or her work has been done, and stabs a dead body.
Magnificent.
You think so? I'm glad. It sounds to me a little like nonsense.
Ja, aber den Körper umdrehen klingt noch mehr nach Nonsens.
Thank you, Doctor. Excellent work under difficult circumstances. Please let me know when I may speak again with Mademoiselle Locke.
Of course.
Owner of the vape liquid. What is the best way to find out who is a vape smoker? Ask passengers if they like the taste of bananas. Ask passengers if they smoke. Offer passengers a cigarette. Ja, das weiß ich ja nicht.
Yes, that's certainly a good place to start.
Was? Das ist nicht die beste? Achso. What is the best way to find out? Recall a conversation about vapes and cigarettes? Ask Book to remember who smokes a vape? Remember people I have seen smoking?
Yes, I have personally seen some passengers smoking. I just have to remember who they were.
Ich hoffe, das muss nicht ich machen, weil ich weiß es nicht mehr. Wait for the next stop. Search the suitcases. Ask someone who smokes a lot if they know a vape smoker.
No, I have
Was?
no official authority. Anyone could refuse to let me search their belongings.
Ja, und? Wir können es doch trotzdem machen. Hey, hey, hey.
Yes, I suppose it's likely they will give me the list of who smokes what.
Wieso denn
Et
das?
voilà.
Mitten im Fehler. Well done. Wound Diagramm. Miss Locke and Ratchet. Das ist das Bild. Muss ich jetzt jeden da verbinden? Ich weiß aber nicht, was es drüben heißen soll. Da steht ja gar nichts. Sollen wir da mehrere angeben? Miss Locke was spying on Ratchet on the platform, das stimmt. Und dann haben wir das letzte wohl hier. Ratchet was probably immersed in shady business.
That's the right answer.
Continue interrogations. I have to keep interrogating people on this train. I go see those I haven't talked to yet. Fangen wir mal ganz vorne an hier.
Captain Arbuthnot, I beg your pardon, but could you answer a few questions for me?
I'm grateful you found my ticket, Poirot, but now is not convenient.
I certainly didn't expect such a resistance.
Was faul mit
I
dem?
need to be sure before accusing the captain.
Das war, glaube ich, mein Zimmer. War hier der Tote? Die Mrs. Hubbard. Nicht, dass da nochmal einer an der Toilette liegt.
Most of the passengers pass by the bar during the day. They eat, drink, write. Maybe I can use this information for my investigation.
What is the best way to know if someone is right-handed or left-handed? Man schmeißt ihm irgendwas zu. Ask the Mr. Forscher oder Forscher to observe the hands of passengers. Ask passengers directly if they are right-handed or left-handed. Ask Book if this passenger information is stored somewhere.
Right. Yes, it could work. He appears to be an observant young man and serves the passengers regularly.
Ask everyone to hold something in their hand. To ask everyone to write something. Ask everyone to reveal which hand they write with.
Nice.
Soll jeder was schreiben?
If I ask them to write something trivial, they may do it instinctively with their dominant hand.
Ask Mr. Michel to keep track of who is left-handed. Remember a conversation with Mr. Book about the hands of passengers. Hat man da eine? For people I have tested before, remember if they use their right or left hand. Ich habe doch noch gar keine getestet, oder? Kann ich mich auf den Michel verlassen?
I do not think that's the right answer.
Na gut, dann nehmen wir den.
This is
Auch
wrong.
nicht.
But I'm never far from the truth. Given
Okay.
all his regular duties and the number of passengers he serves, it is unlikely Mr. Michel could pay attention to this kind of detail while interacting with them. Good.
Ah,
Yes, I will remember which people use their right or left hand. Et voilà.
Congratulations, you failed 2 times.
Mademoiselle Debenham, I have a few questions for you.
Of course.
Let's start with your movements last night.
There's little to tell. I went to bed and slept.
Did you know the man who was killed?
I saw him for the first time during lunch yesterday.
Did you notice anything about him?
Well, if I believed in auras, I might say he seemed dark.
Would you mind writing your address on this paper for me?
Not at all.
Rechtshänderin.
That's it. Mademoiselle Debenham is right-handed. Do you recall what time Mademoiselle Olsen went to get some aspirin from Madame Hubbard?
I remember glancing at the clock. She left our room just after 10:30 p.m.
Was she away for a long time?
About 5 minutes.
That confirms what Madame Hubbard told me.
Na, wenigstens sagt er das gleich, sonst müsste ich mir das überlegen.
Do you smoke by any chance?
No, I never have.
Do you own a scarlet nightgown?
No, it isn't mine.
Whose then?
I don't know. What do you mean?
You do not say, I have no such thing. You say, it isn't mine, meaning that you know who it belongs to, am I correct?
Oh, I see. No. I woke up this morning about 5 a.m. with the feeling that the train had been standing still for a long time. I opened the door, and I saw someone in a scarlet kimono some way down the corridor. Her back was turned. It was impossible to see who it was.
I understand.
Naja.
Thank you for your assistance, mademoiselle.
Die Debenham, war das?
Mademoiselle, I am sorry to disturb you, but I need to ask you a few questions.
Are you the investigator?
I am.
We are lucky you are on the train. What do you want to know?
I hear, mademoiselle, that you were the last person to see the murdered man alive.
I do not know. It may be so. I opened the door of his compartment by mistake. I was much ashamed. It was a most awkward mistake.
You
Dass die Tür auch
actually
offen war?
saw him?
Yeah, he was reading a book.
And what did you do after that, mademoiselle?
I went into the American lady, Mrs. Hubbard. I asked her for some aspirin, and she gave it to me. I usually carry extra aspirin for the refugees, but I gave mine to a camp in Turkey. They needed it more than me.
Well, she is, ja, German. Swedish käme mir jetzt komisch vor. Sagen die auch ja? 46. She's a nurse.
I do not think that's the right answer.
Nicht? Dann ist sie doch Schwedisch. Aber die sagen doch nicht ja, oder?
That's the right answer.
Ah ja.
Did Mrs. Hubbard ask you whether the communicating door between her compartment and that of Monsieur Ratchet was bolted?
Yes,
And was it?
yes.
And after that, what did you do?
After that, I went back to my compartment, took the aspirin, and lay down. That was around 10:50 p.m.
Is there anyone else in your compartment?
Yeah, a young English lady. Very nice, very amiable.
After the train left Vinkovsky, did she leave the compartment?
No, I am sure she did not.
Why are you so sure if you were asleep?
I sleep very lightly. I am used to waking at a sound. I am sure that if she had come down from the berth above, I should have awakened.
Did you yourself leave the compartment after that?
Not until this morning.
Do you have a scarlet silk kimono, mademoiselle?
No, indeed. I have a good comfortable dressing gown of Jaeger material.
Do you smoke, mademoiselle?
No, I can't stand the smell of tobacco.
Perhaps you will be so amiable as to write me down your address.
With pleasure.
Mademoiselle Olsen is indeed right-handed. This was a very interesting conversation, mademoiselle. I thank you.
If you have any other questions, I'll be in my compartment. Good luck, Mr. Poirot.
A contradiction.
I'll observe her instead.
Schreibt auf jeden Fall auch mit rechts.
I'll observe her instead.
Wieso reden wir nicht mit ihr? Ja, der hat ihre Tasse in der rechten Hand. Aber auf die Tasse würde ich nicht zählen, dass es einem was
I'll
sagt.
keep an eye on them instead.
Ja, die Uhr auf der linken Seite. Verdächtig. Hat aber die Tasse in der rechten. Achso, hier kann ich es aussuchen. Right-handed. Nochmal gucken, wer ist da wer? Ja, dann würde ich mal sagen, der hat die Uhr auf der falschen Seite. Also ich als Linkshänder würde sie links tragen. Deswegen gehe ich mal davon aus, dass er, obwohl er die Taste rechts hält, Linkshänder ist. Er hat den Griff in der rechten Seite. Deswegen würde ich mal sagen, er ist Rechtshänder.
I must admit I'm not right this time.
Ey, sind die alle Rechtshänder? Ich hätte gesagt, wegen die Uhr.
That happens to me a lot.
Aber was weiß ich, vielleicht habe ich ja auch damals die falsche Hand benutzt. Ah ja. Mrs. Hubbard ist right-handed.
Right.
Michelle, right-handed.
Good job. That was easy.
Da haben wir eine Contradiction. Was haben wir hier drüben? Who smokes? Das soll mich echt dran erinnern. She does not smoke.
Well done.
He smokes.
Nice.
Ja, da kann ich mich nicht mehr dran erinnern. Hat er gesagt, does not smoke oder smokes? Ich glaube, er smoked.
Adequate.
Er hat gesagt, er raucht nicht, oder? Nee, doch, er hat auch geraucht.
Good job.
Wieso rauchen die eigentlich alle?
My little gray cells did not let me down.
Olsen. Select two elements which reveal the contradiction in the testimonies of Miss Debenham and Miss Olsen. Also, dann haben wir, according to Miss Olsen, Miss Debenham slept through the night, and Miss Debenham saw the woman in the red kimono in the corridor at 5 a.m. Miss Olsen should have heard Miss Debenham leave at 5 a.m.
Strange, this story. If Mademoiselle Olsen is such a light sleeper, why didn't she tell me about Mademoiselle Debenham getting out of bed? She even made a point to tell me the opposite. That was easy.
Vielleicht hat aber auch die Miss Debenham gar nichts gesehen. Kann auch sein.
Monsieur Fauché, may I disturb you for a
Fouché
moment?
muss man
Of
das
course.
aussprechen.
How
Okay,
can I
ich
help?
entschuldige mich.
It is, of course, about the murder of Monsieur Ratchet. Can you tell me your movements last night?
I understand. Yesterday evening, I took a break at Vinkovsky station with Hotaru. We then went to our quarters in the staff accommodations, a section of the luggage car. Freya was there, reading, and I went to bed right after. Freya is there now, I think, and Hotaru is in the kitchen. They can verify my story.
What time was this?
11:30 p.m. or a bit after. The snow is beginning to fall heavily.
I see. Thank you. Can you write your address on this paper, please?
You want to pay me a visit?
Who knows, Monsieur Fauché?
Okay, Rechtshänder.
He is right-handed, there can be no doubt. Are you a smoker?
I'm trying to quit, but yes. I'm now down to just one pack of cigarettes a week. If you're looking for a heavy smoker, you should talk to Hotaru.
Thank you, Monsieur Fauché. I'll come back to you if I have more questions.
Erstmal nichts Verdächtiges. Hier versteckt sich auch niemand. Restaurant. Sollen wir erstmal Bescheid sagen?
So, Poirot, I hope you are progressing in your investigation.
I have not finished yet, but it is progressing, yes. I still have many questions that must be answered. I will report to you as soon as I can.
Also, wir haben gerade nichts Neues. Ja, dem geht's nicht gut.
Ah, Monsieur Maury, would you have a few minutes to give me? I have some questions to ask you.
Do I look like I can answer questions? The room is spinning. My head is about to explode.
You were celebrating last night?
Celebrating. When Freya always wins. Ah, what am I saying? If you want my answers to your questions to make sense, help me recover. You see there, the magnet on the fridge. That is my special recipe. I call it my day after survival tonic. If you could make me my special tonic, I might survive long enough to answer your questions. Jean knows the recipe very well. He can help you with the preparation.
Very well, Monsieur Maury. If I must, I must. I will make you your day after survival tonic.
Also, er ist ein Chef. Ist er Japaner? Keine Ahnung. 55? 20, also 20 nicht.
I'm right again. That happens to me a lot.
Half a lemon. Achso, lemon juice. 15 centiliters of fresh sparkling water. 6 mint leaves. 5 centiliter of ginger juice. Ach, jetzt noch drehen können. Achso, das sind die gepackten Päckchen. Nicht gepackte Päckchen.
I can use this lemon squeezer to get juice if I find fruit. I can use this lemon squeezer.
Ja, alles in Ordnung. Ich muss also erst noch eine Zitrone finden. Hey. Das sieht aus wie eine Zitrone.
I'm missing half of the tonic ingredients.
Lemon Juice haben wir schon mal.
I
Ginger.
have all the ingredients for Monsieur Maury's tonic. I have to go and see Monsieur Fauché so he can prepare it for me.
Wie transportieren wir denn eigentlich den Zitronensaft?
Monsieur Fauché, may I disturb you for a moment?
Of course, how can I help?
Monsieur Fauché, I need your help to prepare a cocktail.
What is this phrase? This is music to my ears. What can I fix for you? A mojito? A gin and tonic? Or perhaps a martini? Shaken, not stirred?
It's not for me, but for Monsieur Maury.
Ah, his day after survival tonic. Unfortunately, I know it well.
Here is everything that was listed on the magnet.
Excellent! I can take it from here. Mr. Poirot, I'm uncertain about the lemon juice. Is it half a lemon or a full lemon for the recipe?
Echt? Die wollen jetzt mein Gedächtnis wissen? Half war's.
Half a lemon.
I can't remember if Hotaru prefers it with ginger or without. Do you remember?
Was?
I can assure you that he will want the ginger.
Sonst hätte ich den Ginger auch nicht mitgenommen. Aber wie viel Centiliter das waren? 15 irgendwas oder so.
There you are, sir. Hotaru will be himself again.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
So, dann vielen Dank. Ob das sofort wirkt, das Zeug?
Here you go, Mr. Maury. I hope this will help you.
Thank you very much. Please give me a moment while this takes effect. It will be a while, I'm afraid. But I will not move from the kitchen.
Since I have to wait, do you know where I can find Mademoiselle Nielsen?
She is in the staff quarters in the luggage car. If the door is locked, John will have the key.
Thank you. I will return. I hope you have a speedy recovery.
Also, wir müssen uns den Schlüssel holen. So, Toilettenkontrolle.
It's locked.
Ja. Wirklich überraschend. Jetzt müssen wir echt zurücklaufen und uns den Schlüssel holen. Ah, wenigstens ist er hier. Hat uns auch gleich den Weg versperrt.
Monsieur Maury told me that you are the one who has the key to open the luggage car door. I will need it.
Yes, that's right. Here it is. Please don't forget to give it back to me.
I will not forget, Monsieur Fauchet.
Da bin ich mir bei mir nicht so sicher. Aha, Eisenbahn.
I have a favor to ask. Could you visit the passengers who are in their rooms and explain there has been an error with their allergy and diet form?
But, Monsieur Poirot, I made no errors.
Of course not. Call it a computer error.
Yes, it is possible, but even if I can see this is part of your investigation, I do not understand it.
I would ask that you observe which hand each passenger uses.
Ah, you wish to know if they use the right or left hand when they write?
That is my intention.
I will take on this mission for you.
Excellent.
Aber nochmal zurück zur Uhr. Hat ein Rechtshänder nicht seine Uhr auf der rechten Seite? Sehr seltsam.
That's it. It's open now.
Sie müsste ja auch einen Schlüssel haben, sonst kommt sie ja da gar nicht raus.
Empty rum bottles.
Cards.
A deck of cards. I suspect they were reading diamonds and spades instead of books.
rum. Naja, besonders aufgeräumt ist hier nicht.
Hello, Mademoiselle Nielsen. May I ask you a few questions?
I don't have a minute. My career is ruined, and it's not my fault.
But how did this terrible thing come to pass?
My supplies, passenger luggage, our living space. There is so little room. I gave the cargo handlers in Istanbul strict instructions how to stack my crates containing the ingredients I need for my desserts. So as one box is used up, it can be discarded.
And these fools of cargo handlers did not follow your instructions?
Ignored completely. I have 4 crates that must be moved from there to here to correct the order they are
Na,
stacked. But
supi.
placing the wrong crate on top of a smaller crate will crush it, its contents, and my career.
Calm yourself, mademoiselle. I
Ach nö, die,
understand. So,
die Tower auf
the
neu.
problem is these 4 crates must be moved there, but carefully.
Yes. I have to move these 4 boxes from this location to here. But there is not much space to move the boxes, and I have to be careful never to put a bigger box on top of a smaller one, or the smaller crate will be destroyed.
The problem is clear. I shall assist you.
Na, super. Ich mache mir da jetzt keine großen Gedanken drüber. Ich mache es einfach so nach freiem Gusto hier.
Et voilà!
You are a lifesaver.
Or at least a dessert saver.
Thank you, thank you. I will gladly answer your questions.
Ja, ich weiß nicht, ob solche Rätsel wirklich notwendig sind.
Can you tell me your movements of last night?
Last night after dinner, I stayed in the kitchen until 12:15 a.m. Then I joined Jean and Hotaru in our quarters. Then all of us read quietly in our beds until we fell asleep.
A very studious staff. However, Monsieur Maury doesn't seem to have followed the same literary pursuit as the others. And these rum bottles, do they have something to do with his hangover?
Confrontation!
I rather think that you didn't just read last night.
What makes you say that?
Die Empty Bottles, Mr. Maurice Headache. Und die Decker, ja, eigentlich alles.
I spoke to Monsieur Maury. He seemed to be quite hungover. He even asked me to make him his day after tonic. He blurted out, "Freya always wins." Wins what? Looking around, it is clear you were gambling and drinking most of the night.
You don't understand. It's late when we're off duty, but we need to unwind. And now there's been a murder? Yes, I admit it. We went overboard last night. But please don't tell Mr. Book. It's against regulations. We could all be fired.
Mademoiselle, I realize your difficult jobs have been made more difficult. But as you say, there has been a murder. I must have the truth.
Of course. I'm so sorry.
It's not such a crime. I'll leave it there and check in with Monsieur Fauché. Would you mind writing your address on this paper? I'm asking everyone on the train for addresses, in case I need to contact them once they leave the train in Paris.
I understand.
Okay, rechts.
Yes, that's it. Mademoiselle Nielsen is right-handed. Do you smoke?
No, I never have.
Thank you. Thank you for your answers, Miss Nielsen.
You're welcome.
Gut, dann können wir jetzt zurück zum Koch. Klauen uns noch ein Mustache.
Haha! Golden Mustache.
So. Dann können wir wieder mit dem Koch reden. Aber ich würde sagen, das machen wir nicht mehr heute. Machen wir an dieser Stelle lieber erstmal ein kleines Päuschen. Und ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen und wir sehen uns das nächste Mal.